Good morning everybody, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. And this morning I once again come to you from this awesome location, the Circular Quay down here at the bottom end of the Sydney CBD. And as you can see there, we've got the freshwater. It's the freshwater just moving off from wharf number 3 on its journey to Manly Beach. What an awesome day. You can see the magnificent Harbour Bridge up there with the blue sky behind it, and you can see the two flags flapping in that westerly breeze. It's coming from the west, and that's another awesome day. It's winter, it's mild, and it's a beautiful day. I'm up here on the Cahill walkway, and what I'll do today is just do another walk and talk vlog. And today I'd like to just cover off on a book summary that I've recently reviewed and read. And the book summary is entitled Decide by the author Steve McClatchy. So once again, another wonderful book summary. For those who are not aware, we have a wealth of knowledge in book summaries that are available for free online. Anybody wishing to learn and to look at different books, there's a site called Best Book Bits, and it has hundreds of books which are summarized, and it's all for free. It costs you nothing. All you need is a bit of curiosity and a thirst for knowledge, and you're off and running. But what I'm going to do is, I've had a chance to have a quick look at them, and I've had a look at this book summary review, and what I like to do is just pick a couple of points out of it and use them as talking points for my Jim's 5am Club this morning. So I guess one of the key points that came out of the book summary is that the human brain, that organ that we have, that important organ that we have, which helps us be who we are, is actually wired in a way to help us survive. So survival instinct is the most important thing for the brain, so helping us survive and not necessarily improve or to gain pleasure. How interesting is that? Let's go along and walk and we'll chat about that. So what that basically means is that if left unattended, the brain will simply select or choose the option which creates the least amount of pain and not necessarily pleasure, but basically based on eliminating pain or reducing pain or enabling you to survive so that you can play and live another day. I think we've mentioned this before, but if you just asked most people how do they rate their life, many people will use the term, yeah, I'm just surviving, or I'm living at a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. And they're happy that they're surviving, because they feel that life is a battle, is a challenge, and if they can survive, then that's all they need to do. A lot of people survive marriages, A lot of people survive careers. A lot of people survive relationships which are toxic or damaging. But when you sit and think about it, our purpose in life isn't really just to survive. It's about thriving and doing the best we possibly can to make the most of what we have. So in this book, Decide, what the author hones in on is that we need to use our brain to override the basic instinct for us just to survive, because by overriding the brain, we are then able to focus our efforts on there's a guy doing a U-turn over here on the road and almost got knocked out by an Aggie. That's what that noise was all about. Anyway, I got distracted there, so let me just refocus myself and go back on what I'm saying. So in order to live our life with purpose and to maximise our satisfaction and our ability to be the best that we can possibly be, we need to override the natural instinct of the brain to survive and guide it so that we live a life where we have pleasure, we have growth, and that we can push ourselves outside our comfort zones so that we can grow and become bigger and better. And by becoming bigger and better versions of ourselves, we are also able to help others around us to firstly survive and also to become bigger and better versions of themselves. So I found this book summary really, really interesting, to tell you the truth, because it's through decision, it's through making a conscious decision that you can change the direction of your life, you can change the orbit in which you circulate in, and you can give yourself propulsion to move towards your goals and basically tick off the boxes of things that you want to do in your life and become bigger, stronger, and an example to others of what is possible. So how do we use this for young people? Basically, the big message is that most people will do more in their lives to avoid pain than to gain pleasure. So by living in fear, by just wanting to avoid pain, and remember that pain may not be real pain. In most cases, it's probably imagined pain, and a pain which will never eventuate, other than how it lives in your brain or your imagination. Because we've talked about this before, that science has come to the point where it understands that the brain can't tell the difference between something that is vividly imagined and something that is real and actual. So your brain will play tricks on you. People will talk you out of things. People will fill your brain with fears and tell you why you shouldn't be doing this, that and the other, and basically turning you off or stopping you in your tracks and not enabling you to grow and develop and become the best version of yourself. And you live the rest of your life as a pygmy version, as a version that is pruned, that is put in a pot which is far too small for the roots to grow, and you never become who you're meant to be. So young people, use your brain and use your ability to decide to break free of the natural tendency for you to just want to survive and to do the things which are comfortable. You have the power, you have the ability to do things which will give you unlimited power and unlimited satisfaction based on the actions you take, and those actions are a product of your thoughts and of your beliefs and of your decisions. It's pretty simple. Now, you can be imprisoned by your fears, or you can be released by your actions. You can be made free and strong by what you've decided to do. And the decision's easy. Once you decide, you just do it. You just cut away from your negative past. You just ignore the fears. You don't think or overthink the negative consequences. Of course, you take them into consideration, but you don't use those to be the sole purpose of your being. Remember, most of the things that you fear, most of the things that you worry about will not, I repeat, will not occur in your life. And if you just boldly move towards your goal and decide and take massive action, you will be surprised in terms of what you're capable of doing. Anyway, let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel great. To all my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, let's take the advice from this book, Decide, by Steve McClatchy, and make decisions. And let's fool our brain. Let's get our brain to work for us as opposed to against us. And decide on things so that we don't just live to survive, but we live to grow, develop, achieve, and be the best we can possibly be. Until tomorrow, I look forward to chatting with you again on Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And take care, and we'll chat again. Bye for now from this beautiful city of Sydney. Yasas.